I'm writing a story, not a book. I'm still new at this, but I want to stretch my legs, if you will. As of scripting this video, I have nothing I've finished, so busy procrastinating. I don't know the great books, and I'm not much of a reader. Shocking. So why am I here? Ideas. I have ideas. It started out with me just watching my favorite movies. Whenever a movie ended, I'd get into my head and wonder how the lives of the characters continued. I mean, in between the first and second Fast and Furious, Dom Toretto must have spent time with his family. Then my brain said, what about before the movie's events they talk about Dom's father? I would like to see how he acted, what he would say to old Dom. I then started to do this all the time. With anime I'd watch, Naruto's planning out his missions before he heads out. Harry Potter and why he didn't just live in the school, I would, like Hagrid. Even when me and my dad would watch soccer, real football, during halftime, what the hell was the coach telling their team? Threats of violence, of career ending. I like to think it was the first part. Very vulgar in that room. Anyway, so here I am, an amateur writer with delusions of greatness. In front of me is a challenge to tell encapsulating stories that any bum of the street can immerse themselves in. I combed all of YouTube looking for an answer. I found a lot. Dan Harmon and his hero's journey, the story curve or mountain, the 7 major story plots, and Batman, Deadpool crossover is happening right now in comics. I digest. I found a lot of advice, both good and bad. I also learnt that all the advisors think they're giving good advice. I'm ignorant, and I've decided to stay in this ignorance because it keeps my spirits up while writing. And second, not all this advice will be followed. I'm not rewriting anything over unless I'm getting paid J.K. Rowling money. And that's not going to happen. I'll take the journey aspect to writing and correct as I go. Now listen to this. I'll start with ideation, getting down my dumbass ideas and fleshing them out. Right now, I have an obvious self-insert story I'm trying to not make so self-insert-like. There's fan fiction that's grown like a mess into a new world-building project, as well as being consistent on this YouTube channel. The ideas stage is just me making a mess, and cleaning it up has become enjoyable in a way. Once I have my mess, I try to make the pieces fit. How does main character's farts result in a universe? Who is main character's arch nemesis, and why? In the back of my mind, I also try to find a point of view. This could be within the story, outside the story. Weird and strange points of view like a fly, but on an alien world, what would an insect look like? What should my style be? The problem here is I have very basic understanding of the English dialect. I had to look this up. So my writing is going to be simple. As a kid, in my writing golden years, I would start any topic with a mind map, jotting down the story beats as they come, doing my best to add words behind each point to resemble something like a story, or in my case, an article-style essay. I find that I do my most coherent writing when I'm going off the dome. Like I think it and put it down on the page, so I have to kind of give myself a route of sorts. I have to emphasize, this is not advice. I'm the greatest literary amateur in the world. Now a story is made up of 6 to 7 points. Exposition, inciting incident, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. Trying to fit my ideas in here is harder than it seems. I spend too much time in my own head. I'm trying to get off this or do it less. This is where I get held up. Is exposition a setting? Or introducing a character? Maybe it's both. What if I want my climax to happen after the exposition, like a wake up and smell the coffee shock to the system, and then I procrastinate? Now that I'm having to finish things, I don't like how I finish them. Usually I'm pushing through and I've exhausted myself in the middle of the story, and now the end will just have to do. I don't like that. The best stuff doesn't end that way, and I think of my stuff as the best stuff. Here, I'm planning on writing it separate, maybe as like a story within a story about a story. I just want to leave you, the reader, thinking and asking, what did I just read? If I can get that, then I did what I came to do. But that's the whale in the living room. It has to have purpose. This is hard for me to get right, because I rarely ever get to this part. Just like me, my ideas are too big, too grand. I need to write smaller to where I can finish. What then for my purpose? What will make my stories good or noticeable? I'm not like the other writers I've come across. None are as lazy as I am. Just like a happy bum trying not to work, I will find a way. Not for any other reason than I know I'm a storyteller, and I have stories in my head. They keep me up at night sometimes, but I don't mind it at this point. I'm looking for a place to start, where I can get my footing. I'll work on this and report back how it goes. For now, I just thank you for getting this far. I promise to make another video. You've twisted my arm. If you enjoyed it or got something out of this video, let me know. I heart the comments myself because I never know how to reply. I don't human write, so please do YouTube things for me. I will appreciate. But anyways, I digest.